Hello guys and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about Ivan Rakitic potential move away from FC Barcelona. So recently there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of articles on Bleacher Report, ESPN, everywhere that Rakitic might move away from FC Barcelona due through the lack of playing. So he recently stated that he said, "I want to play. I didn't stay in Barcelona just to enjoy the city and walk on the beach." And so when he said that, he's basically taking shots at the board, at the coach, at whoever he wants to take shots at, right? And he's saying, "Look, I don't like the way you're treating me. I don't like the way that you're just having me on the bench and just looking at these games." And seeing how good Rakitic used to be, I get why he's saying that because I know he wants to play. His time is very limited. He probably has like 5 years left in his career, maybe six, right? But I know that he wants to maximize those last 6 years that he has, and he doesn't want to waste it on the bench. And so I could see why he's finally taking shots at FC Barcelona. I personally do think that he should play. So back in the summer of 2019, there were so many rumors. Like back when there was this huge Neymar transfer saga, right? When there was an article coming out every day that Neymar is coming to Barcelona, Neymar is not coming to Barcelona. Neymar is saying, "Oh, he's going somewhere else." And during that time period, there was articles and rumors saying that Barca might consider swapping Rakitic plus like 150 million for Neymar. And so there was plenty of articles like that. I know you read that too. And when those things were happening, it was coming. Those rumors were actually lurking around Rakitic. Like Rakitic was hearing what was going on around the media, and eventually started talking to the people inside the club. And he stated, and so he recently stated that he was speaking to people at the club. He was saying like, okay, so what's my future going to look like? What do I need to do? Is there do you guys have other plans for me? Are you guys going to be able to use me? There's probably questions like that happening between the club and Ivan Rakitic, because if I was Rakitic, I would be concerned too, knowing how packed the midfield is and how all these rumors are coming around during the summer. And if I knew that I was gonna get swapped over a player, I would ask a lot of questions. But by the end of the transfer saga, when Neymar wasn't gonna come to FC Barcelona, Valverde spoke with Rakitic earlier in the around maybe preseason. He was saying, "Look, Rakitic, you have a role in this club. You don't need to be concerned about anything. I have future plans for you." And so Rakitic believed him, and he said, "Okay." And so as FC Barcelona continues to play their La Liga games, their Champions League games, we weren't seeing Rakitic. And so to Rakitic, I would feel pretty bad, because if Valverde, my coach, was telling me, "Hey, don't be concerned about these rumors. You don't need to plan on leaving anywhere. I need you. I need you at this club," and I'm not being used, I would be I'll be offended, to be honest, because what am I doing here? Just sitting on the bench and doing nothing? I came here to play soccer, not to just look around. So when we hear Rakitic speak to the media about the problems that he's having, we do need to put it into perspective and just know about like how he feels, because it does get annoying, because your career is soccer, your career is to play football, and if you're just wasting your talent and just sitting on the bench, then what are you doing? But look, listen, it's going to be very hard for him to move forward with the club, because he still has 2 years left in his contract, and now knowing that he might not be able to play is very frustrating, and I can see why he wants to force a move out, like maybe in the winter or possibly next year in the summer of 2020. Um, Rakitic has been a very vital part of FC Barcelona for the past 4 years. Last time we won the Champions League, it was with Ivan Rakitic. Rakitic scored the first goal for FC Barcelona against Juventus when we won the Champions League back in 2015. But now, as time goes, players come in, players come out, and right now, at the moment, we have a very solid midfield. We don't even need Rakitic. Right now, we have De Jong, Busquets, and Arthur. That's Valverde's preferred starting midfield. Those three they are absolutely amazing. Like De Jong, he knows what he's doing. He's 22 years old. He has a bright future ahead of him. He's very strong. He knows how to protect the ball. He knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to move the ball. Arthur knows how to do that too, especially. He's very strong, even though he's very short, but he's very strong. He's very low center of gravity. He knows how to protect the ball also. So those those two midfielders that we have, they're very good quality. You can't find them anywhere else, and we are very blessed to have those two players playing together at FC Barcelona in the same field. And on top of that, we also have Busquets, who is a veteran for FC Barcelona, and he's been playing in the starting 11 for the past 10 years. And so I can see why it's very frustrating for Rakitic to be lied to in the preseason and then not playing at all. Now coming into November, and there's a lot of competition going on in the midfield, and I know Rakitic can see that. Even Coutinho saw that. He saw that in the summer. Coutinho was like, "Hell no, I'm not gonna compete against all these midfielders. I need playing time. I need to continue to move forward." Yeah, I can see why Rakitic is frustrated. It's a very complicated situation because right now Rakitic is a good player, but we have better players. And even if Rakitic, even if De Jong or Arthur doesn't play, our first sub will probably be Vidal. And if you see Vidal has been playing amazing. Even if you look at the game against Inter Milan, Vidal was doing amazing against Inter Milan. He was like it was like if he was 25 years old, but he's 33, but he he's a fighter. He's a warrior. And if we don't have Arthur, then we have Vidal. If we don't have De Jong, then we have Vidal. And if we don't have Vidal, we also have the emerging player of Alenia. I know we haven't seen Alenia, but he is fighting for his spot also. So you can see that the midfield is super compact. And I think it is time for Rakitic to leave. Now, I'm not saying that because I think Rakitic is a bad player and I hate him and that he's super slow and blah blah blah. I'm just saying that because this was best for him. Because to be in the starting 11 of FC Barcelona, you have to be in the top of your shape. You have to be on point with everything. And I just want what's best for him. He's been treating us well. He's been playing well. He's been playing well for the past 4 years. But when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. And I thank him for everything that he's been giving us for the past 4 to 5 years. And again, I just want what's the best for him. I want him to have a successful career. I don't want him to just stay in the bench for the next 4 years. It's not healthy. Especially if you're a player, you should be on the field, especially when you're that good. And so once he does decide to leave, there's so many clubs that want to have him in the team, like Man United, who are looking to rebuild. There's Juventus. They play a very defensive style of play, and Rakitic could play defensive too, so it could be a perfect fit. And you also have PSG. PSG lost that one player. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Rabiot or something like that. He's a French player. They lost that one player, Rabiot, to Juventus, so PSG could potentially be looking for another midfielder. So just to sum it all up, at the end of the day, I would want Rakitic to leave, not because I just hate him or because he sucks, but it's because I just want what's best for him. There's plenty of clubs that are out there, and if Barca keeps holding on to Rakitic until 2020, 2021, his value is going to go down, and we're not going to sell him for that much, and we won't be able to have that cash in our hands that we could potentially get. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I know it's been a long talk. I think a little too much, but again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.